For the buttercream cake, all you need to do is to apply the buttercream using your piping bag. If you don't want to use your piping bag, you can as well use your palette knife. Whichever way you decide to do it, it will still cover the cake. But sometimes the piping bag method is the best method to avoid so much crumbs by the time you start scraping out the excess. Now after applying all over the cake, get hot water, pour it into something that can contain the scraper, the long scraper, as the cake I am covering is 8 inches high. Now using it, wipe a little so that it won't be too watery on the body of the cake. Because the buttercream is always in enmity with hot water, it will immediately begin to smoothen it out. Continue using the hot water until you achieve a smooth covered buttercream cake. Now what I'm doing right now is to apply buttercream all the parts where I felt is dented or maybe that has holes. And after applying it, I'll go around again with my scraper. After that, try to smoothen out the upper part of it, and then you continue. Continue with your scraper, continue to go around until all parts of the cake is covered with a very smooth and clean looking buttercream. Now after that, with the help of your palette knife, begin to bring down the ones that is at the edge. You have to do this slowly as this is buttercream. As the way you will press hard on it, it will open up the cake. Repeat again until you achieve the sharp edge on the buttercream. Do not be in a hurry doing this. When you're working with buttercream, you need a lot of patience. Now I had to stop at this point because I know I am still going to be going round again after this period. So I had to continue with the designs of the cake. Next, get 3 clean plates and add at least 1 tablespoon of your buttercream in them. For each plate, make sure you color it with a different color. For this particular cake, I am using the blue, the green and the red. So first I am mixing my blue color. After the blue color, I'll be mixing the red and that of the green. So these are the green and the red color. Although I try to take a little of the red in order to give me a darker pink color. So you start with the help of your palette knife, begin to apply them the way you want your design to be, scattering them all over the cake. So I am going with the red first, which is a pink color, which gave me pink color. And after the red, I am starting again with the green. The same way you apply the red is what you're also going to be doing with that of the green. This time, remember, you must be mixing them in between. Now with that of the blue also, I go in between the colors to make sure that they are well blended and well mixed by the time I start scraping. Now this buttercream I'm using is 500 grams of butter to 1000 grams of icing sugar, meaning that the ratio is 2:1. And I did not use mixer to mix it. I simply use my hand and my plate with my wooden spatula, that is the big bowl, my hand and the wooden spatula to mix it a little. And after mixing, I added it a tablespoon of water and mix again until smooth. Sometimes when you use your machine to mix your butter, you might not know it will overwhip, and by the time it overwhips, it will never slip like this. So try using your hand and probably mix it to achieve the look you want. You don't have to allow your buttercream to be fluffy. So now let's continue. Go straight and use your scraper and start going around. In some cases, at this point, so many people will want to use it like this, but that is not what I want to achieve. I wanted the colors on the body of the cake, but not to be too much. I will continue scraping it out until I'm able to achieve a very light color on the body of the cake. If I don't do it that way, the designs I will be adding to the cake will not be beautiful at the end of it. That's why I had to continue scraping until I'm able to get a very light textured mixture of buttercream. Now for every scraping, always remember to clean up your scraper before you continue again. So you can see I'm almost removing all the colors I added to the cake. So after this, you just use your palette knife and begin to slip the ones that are on top of the cake, but carefully this time to avoid giving the top part of the cake a serious dent. So next you start with your designs. I am now piping a red color on the down part of the cake. The first 2 or 3 screws I was able to just, go around. Then after that, when I started the 4th one, I didn't go around with it. And I tried to choose the side that will be the front side of the cake, because I want whatever design I am giving on this cake to really complement the texture on the body of the cake. So I'm only filling up the sides that are open, so that by the time I start scraping, it will not be a problem for me. Next, use your scraper and go around. This time you have to be very careful so that the scraper will not touch the body of the cake, as what you want to achieve is smoothness on the downside of the cake, on the red color. Next, with your royal icing drip, begin to make some drip. This time I'm using a pink royal icing drip on the cake. So I decided to do it 2 sides of the cake, making sure not to go round, just to give it a different kind of drip and at the same time make it look a bit unique from other drip cakes. So now I am piping round on top of the cake, and you'll be wondering what color. By the time I finish adding those colors on the body of the cake, I just joined all the colors on the inside the plate and put them inside the piping bag and then started using them. That is how I achieved the color you are looking at right now. So inside the piping bag is the red, the green, and the blue buttercream. I didn't mix them well. I only just added them into the piping bag and then use it to pipe. That's why you'll be seeing some lighter than some parts lighter than the other. All I did was to just go around the base part. Okay, that's what I have now. The next I'm about to use now is my papers. the cake toppers. So I wanted to place the shoe on the body of the cake, but I noticed it's a bit high, so I decided to just cut it to suit the size, the height of the cake. So next you start adding the balls. This time I am using the red ball. Now I want you to take a look at this cake. You find out that the down part of the cake is red. The body of the cake is pink, green and blue. That is what I added. Okay? Then the shoe is red with a skin color leg and a black trouser. Now the drip is pink and the balls are red. Next, you add your happy birthday cake topper and probably one of the cutouts, your paper cutouts that is carrying makeup kit. And the cake is ready. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and give me a thumb up if you truly love this video. Bye for now.